Ketgarnu! What? Maybe I can heal you. That I should have done. Can I just sneak you into my base?
My sovereign.
Yeah.
You're the alliance. Your command. Yes, you're the alliance. My sovereign. Yes, your command. Sovereign. You're the alliance. Exalted one.
Yes, my lord. Okay.
It's still fun to play. I'm actually very surprised with how good the missions were, considering this is a mission straight from the 90s. Like, the fact that the missions all are unique and actually are really fun to play still. And I also like that they're actually challenging, you know? Like, they didn't take the easy road back then. Maybe you were supposed to almost play it with cheats, you know? But these missions are actually tough. I didn't expect them to be that difficult. I feel like if you completed this game back in the 90s, you were a bit of a Chad. Because nobody used hotkeys, right? Like, nobody used a lot of the things that we consider to be very core gameplay these days.
Your Eminence.
Yes.
I think a lot of people probably played with cheats.
What?
That's kind of the vibe I'm getting.
My sovereign.
Hello?
Ready to serve.
Hello?
I need to spam towers? I can't spam towers. There's only a little bit of gold.
Yes, my lord.
23,000 gold is not much. You actually need to manage your economy, dude.
My sovereign.
The expansion's way harder than the base game. I actually think it's a fun challenge. Like, if you've been playing RTS games for a long time and you kind of feel like having a challenge, this kind of feels like, in a weird way. I know a lot of people are looking forward to, like, new games, but maybe looking backwards is actually the way to go. Look at some of the old ones. I feel like in many ways, though, this campaign is actually better than the StarCraft 1 campaign. Because in the StarCraft 1 campaign, they kind of give you, like, here's 4 workers again, and two SCVs, go build 7 bases. Like, the missions are way slower.
Your wish. My sovereign.
In this one, you actually get bases that you don't actually have to, like, build actively, and they just, you know, you have to work on trying to keep all of it going.
Your wish.
Yeah, you can't set the game speed. So I am judging this off of a very fast game speed. Maybe that's one of the things that I like about this. That it's a little bit quicker. But maybe the game wasn't originally played like this. That's very possible. Where are you going?
Your command. Yes. Your eminence.
Let's go. Move it. Move it.
Oh my god, dude. This mission's kind of nuts. Ugh. I'm not even sure exactly what the best way to do this is. I need to be safe against these guys. The StarCraft 1 campaign is fun, don't get me wrong. But this one seems more creative to me. There's like actual like pretty... Maybe I don't remember the StarCraft 1 campaign as easily. I have played it a couple of times. But I do remember a lot of the missions being like, okay, here's an SCV, here's a command center, build your entire base. And it repeats that a bunch of times, but every mission here, from mission to mission, it seems to be quite a bit different. This one seems to be more of a puzzle. The variety is honestly quite surprising to me.
For the Alliance.
What?
Maybe I should just like not destroy the rocks. What if I don't destroy the rocks?
Yes, my lord. Yes. Alright.
Yeah, maybe I need to replay the StarCraft 1 campaign one more time. Clearly, that's what we need to do, guys.
As you wish. As you wish. Sire.
Lord. Okay. Yes, my lord.
You know, just to get a taste of it again.
Yes. For the Alliance. Move out.
What are you doing here, wannabe Chetgar?
Your wish. Move out. My sovereign for the Alliance. My sovereign command. My for the Alliance. Exalt one.
As you wish.
For the Alliance.
Oh,
For the Alliance.
woo! What a choke point.
Yes. Try to go. Okay. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
For the Alliance. Move out by your command. Your wish. Yes.
I wonder if I can just go to the portal and like kill it. I'm gonna give it a shot. I don't know if that's possible, but I kind of wonder if it is. Because they just threw away so much of their junk. Okay, you guys go south.
My sovereign.
You guys go east.
My
Or
sovereign.
west.
For the Alliance command.
West. You guys go west.
What? Step aside, follow me. Draw steel. Need something. Draw steel.
I don't think this is the way I'm supposed to play the mission, but maybe it'll work.
What? Bring it on.
Like, it's right there. Like, that's the freaking portal right over here.
Need something. Bring it on.
It's got a lot of HP, so it's gonna take a moment to break through all of this, but... You reckon I can just kill this? I mean, it's got a... Yeah, it's got a stupid amount of hit points. Help, Dennis! Help!
Move out by your command. Your wish.
Look at the one guy over here too, dude. One peasant. Maybe we should just build towers over here instead. Dude, I can literally just tower rush it. No way. Is everybody... Wait, is it only Khadgar dealing damage? Maybe it's only Khadgar dealing damage, guys. Well, it says only Khadgar can destroy the portal. It doesn't say only Khadgar can damage the portal.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Okay.
This feels cheap. Not gonna lie. If this actually does the trick, it feels a little cheap. I know there's going to be dragons. Can I use your spells, Chetgar? Can you polymorph the portal? What about... Bit of a miss. It actually deals damage. We're about halfway through. Lost a lot of units here, though. Feel like all of this was a little unnecessary, guys, but we'll take it. There's a couple dragons in the meantime killing all my stuff. Does anything else deal damage to it? I honestly can't tell. Yeah, the other heroes don't matter. Only Khadgar matters. Terrellian doesn't pop up anymore in the campaigns of Warcraft ever again. Illyria, completely irrelevant character. Illyria who? I might not actually have enough, but I do think this is winnable. If I do this a little bit better, this is 100% winnable like this. I may have to tidy this up. Oh, I know. It was a joke, chat. It was a... Anyways. Anyways.
What?
Yes, me lord.
The town is under attack.
Lord. Yes, me lord.
What? Needs to subside.
All right.
800 HP remaining. I wouldn't call this particularly clean, but everything else has died. Nobody will live. Look at Danath over there going to town.
The town is under attack.
Well, let's go. Follow me.
It's got so much HP. Remember the river, by the way, that used to be running through the Badlands in the previous missions? No longer the case. The river, it's dried up now. Hey! That's it. That's it. That is the finale of the Warcraft 2 campaign. Do we get an epic cutscene? I feel like I cheesed the final mission, but also I just like did the objective and I didn't even do it particularly well. So maybe it's the intended method, you know? I don't know. Whoa! That's what it looked like, actually. This is identical to what we just had. Whoa, what are those faces? Oh, that's the skull of Gul'dan, I guess. The Dark Portal has been destroyed. Orcs will never come to Azeroth past this point ever again.
Flames die to embers, and the arcane energies that once bound two worlds slowly fade. The Dark Portal crumbles into dust as its powers subside and dissolve.
the finality of what has been done here becomes manifest. The moment is shattered as volcanoes erupt in fiery fury, as the earth begins to shake beneath your feet. The world of Draenor is dying.
Draenor,
Argar
dude.
motions towards the remaining rifts created by Ner'zhul and beckons you to follow him. The warriors of Azeroth under your command gaze upon the rifts with uncertainty, but to remain would be suicide. Knowing that their beloved Azeroth is safe from harm, they gather up weapons and wounded companions alike as you lead them into the swirling, unknown reaches of the twisting nether.
Is this going to awkwardly scroll all the way until the very top? The text, it wants to fade away, but it doesn't. It like goes half line and then it disappears. Look at it. Why? It means that the cutoff point is not, like there's something blocking it, but also they've like made the box that it's supposed to be in too small. Look at this. Oh, Blizzard. What happened, man? I understand there is such a thing as like staying, you know, true to the original, and maybe some of these weird quirks were part of the original. I don't know. I can't tell you. But yeah. You know, that's how I feel about it. It just Okay. This game, if we don't consider the jank of modern day Blizzard products, which is honestly just such a shame, but I mean, honestly, I'm just more disappointed than anything else. The game is excellent. The game's very good. I'm actually disappointed I didn't play when this game originally released. I think I would have absolutely loved it. Warcraft 1 was a banger. Warcraft 2, considering this came out a relatively short amount of time later, absolute banger. The fact that, like, after this, you go to Warcraft 3, obviously StarCraft 1 first, Warcraft 3, World of Warcraft not shortly, like, not even that long into the future here, man. Like, that's kind of insane. I really enjoyed it. It's still very playable. Yeah, it's still very playable. If you've never played it before, you may not have any of the nostalgia. If you loved this game in the 90s, you may be disappointed by some of the jank, but across the board, the game is still really fun. When did this game release? 1995? 1996? I released in 1992. Yeah, I released personally in 1992. Good times. Yeah, the Blizzard remasters are all very random. Like, StarCraft 1 remaster? Excellent. Diablo 2 remaster? Excellent.
Honestly, I am giving you these bits as a celebration for completing the game, but good lord, this felt like a struggle bus and frustrating endeavor. Well done, God Emperor.
Thank you very much, Mickey. Thank you very much. I mean, I like the game. I like the unit jank, even though I shouted at my griffins and dragons and like everything was kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, no, I don't mind the unit jank so much. I feel like if you change that, you change most of the game. You can't really change that too much. It just seems so arbitrary to change a bunch of things and then not others, though. Like, why can't you select 12 units in this game, but 9 in the original? Like, why are there, like, random things that did get changed and other things that did? I don't know. I can't make up my mind. I don't really understand. Yeah. So, I enjoyed it. It was fun. But I don't think I'm gonna replay it.
Hey, take this last Prime sub. It'll cancel Prime and I am wondering what is the best way to support without anything linked to Amazon or stuff in the future. Patreon? Thanks.
Patreon is an excellent way to support my channel. Yeah, you can head on over to patreon.com/LowkoTV. You can toss a couple dollars there a month. That would be sick. Thank you very much, Faradell, for the resubscription. And also everybody for watching this. We get the finance directors? Wow. Well, the finance directors sure are trying to squeeze a lot of money, eh? Isn't that what they're trying to do? I feel like this is such an easy remaster, though. Like, I know nothing about game design. But I feel like if you take this game, like, you can have a guy make a remastered edition, right? Like, it's not... You can have a group of guys making the remastered edition, and it wouldn't really look like this. It's just a bit sloppy. It just feels a bit rushed, which is really quite unnecessary, because nobody was asking for the remastered edition of this as far as I know. I guess they really needed it to be done by the 30-year anniversary of Warcraft. So maybe they just published it, but I haven't patched it since, and it's now been a good bunch of months later. Yeah, if they exactly. So why did they change the unit selection? But then, like, why only that? Like, I don't think there's anything else. I don't quite understand. They did do a patch for Warcraft 1 Remastered? Okay. Huh. Yeah, maybe in the future they'll update this too and they'll polish it a little bit better and we'll actually see what the finals... Oh, they also did HP bars. That's true, actually. HP bars also did not exist in the original game. Maybe there's more. Yeah, maybe there's a few more things. I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, that wraps it up. I can see, though, I can definitely see why a lot of people called this a 10 out of 10 when it first came out. Because you gotta also look at this type of game in the period that it released, right? Like, when this game released, what else was there? Like, there were other games, obviously, but this was the absolute top of the pile. Nothing really came particularly close. Obviously, there were some other real-time strategy games. I mean, maybe the 90s were the golden time for strategy games like that, but... Yeah, we had some other games, I guess, back then too, but this game definitely is very cool. Is very well executed. The remaster, not so much. But the original game is excellent. Command & Conquer was the biggest competitor back then? Yeah, I guess so. But Blizzard can still make really nice things, though. That's the thing that just keeps surprising me, you know? So you have Warcraft... like, you have StarCraft 1 Remaster, and you have the Diablo 2 Remaster. I understand that they're separate teams and all that, but those remasters are considered really good. And then you have the Warcraft 3 Reforged. You have this. You have Warcraft 1. I mean, Warcraft 1's okay. It just... Why do we spend a whole lot of money on one thing and then as little money on the next one? It's just so weird. Yeah, I know they outsource a lot of stuff. I know that, like, some of the folks that used to be at Activision, I believe, did the Diablo 2 remaster, so it's like an actual dedicated team. And I think some of it may just be outsourced to another entirely different company. It's just clunky. It's just a bit weird. I just kind of miss the days that, like, every Blizzard game you opened was gonna be super sick. Like, I really miss the it's done when it's done mindset, you know? Even though a lot of gamers hated it. Yeah. I guess Diablo 2 also has a cult following, right? Same for StarCraft 1. I don't think a lot of people were asking for a Warcraft 2 remastered, so it's kind of nice that they made it. And that it actually works on Windows 11, right? Like, that's also obviously one of the things they had to figure out. Like, how do you get this stuff to work on a modern system? So it's not bad, and it's kind of nice, but I would have liked to see, you know, it's like they did 90% of the work, and then they kind of just scuffed the last 10%, you know? Like, why don't we just finish it? I get this urge all the time, though, with so many games that I play these days, where I wonder, like, why didn't you just finish the game and then release it? I understand there's deadlines, I understand there's shareholders, I understand there's money involved, but my god, how many examples have we seen over the years where games just release half-baked and they just release them anyways, and then, you know, generally they continue developing the game moving forward too, but you only have a single chance to make a first impression, and if the first impression sucks, it's really hard to continue, right? Like, release first and fix later is just such a shitty mindset in my mind. There are some companies that do it really well, though. Like Cyberpunk, for example. The release of that game, not considered to be very good. It's considered to be excellent these days. Now, I played it when it first came out. I'm not planning on going to play it again. Maybe at some point I will, but I'm not planning on it right now. I feel like if they released that game fully finished, it would have been sick. No Man's Sky, excellent example. Yeah. There's just a lot of versions of it, and we just see it over and over and over and over again. Maybe it's just also because of that I get a little bit frustrated over some of the relatively small things, you know? Like I just look at some of the things lining up improperly. I'm like, ugh. I just immediately get a little tilted. Yeah. Oh, the new patch of Cyberpunk has weird bugs again? Okay. I don't know. I haven't played that game in a while. I just heard that people are telling me that's really good. But there's just so many examples, you know? Generally speaking, it's the smaller indie companies, in my mind, that make the best games these days. Not necessarily all of them, but the smaller indie companies. There are a bunch, obviously, that are really good. Like Larian Studios, I wouldn't consider them a small studio with Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate, absolute banger, obviously. Name a game you're proud of to have 100% completed. Hey, Ubi, why don't you name a game you have completed 100% before releasing it? This is a Facebook comment, and this is a tweet. This makes me uncomfortable. But I understand the general gist of it, yeah. Yeah, but the indie games really do try a lot. And when you think about it, when Warcraft 2 was released, how many people worked at Blizzard? Blizzard was probably an indie studio, although maybe everybody at that time was an indie studio, you know? Like every gaming company was just small. Probably like maybe 30? Yeah, something like that. So it was still kind of considered to be indie, you know? And you can generally feel a lot more passion in the games when the smaller studios try their best. That's not to say that like big studios can't make good games anymore, though. I think From Software does some really good stuff. Larian, like I said, with Baldur's Gate does excellent work. And there's a bunch of stuff, obviously, that can be done with a large group of people. But especially when the companies get publicly traded, right? It just seems to take a lot of the shine and polish out of the game. No. Anyway. Warcraft 1. Warcraft 2 Remastered. They're done! Maybe I should replay Warcraft 3 at some point too, guys. There's an update? Huh. Maybe I should replay it at some point.